Hello, Senior Papel, and welcome to your deck review. For those of you joining us on YouTube for the first time, this is a series where I, Maldhound, tell you what's wrong with your deck's PP. Your PP being your premise and your practicum. Your premise is the idea behind your deck. It's what you hope that it does in your mind's eye. Your practicum is the stuff you put in the 99. It's your mana curve. It's the nuts and bolts of, does my deck do what I want it to do? Why doesn't it work? It can't be the Soul Ring and 29 lands. Help me, Maldhound. So today we're looking at Atraxa Blink Control. So let's just say, straight out, I don't have to think you're a good person to help you with your deck. So the premise of this deck is we want to value grind people with Blink. We have 4-color Atraxa. I did move this over to Moxfield because it's just unreadable, man. I don't like how it looks. But I do appreciate you giving us an in-depth primer. So we're gonna win around turn 10. It's going to be a long time. We want to be inevitable. We don't want to have an instant win the game combo. Currently, our favorite game-winning piece is paying 10 life for Phyrexian Processor and making a 10/10 every turn, which is really fucking funny. And then as far as I know, you're saying the blink plan works, the ramp plan works, the control plan works. So I'm not going to tinker too much with that. I'm going to focus on the win cons. And then you said if there's any way to turn on, I believe, Bloom Tender and Fabro Elder more quickly. These are the guys that tap for color identity. Where the fuck are they? There we go. Yeah, Bloom Tender and then... yeah, and then Fabro. So we'll spend a little bit of time at the end on that, but to begin with, how do we make you win in a way that's satisfying? I'm going to start from the worst and then kind of go up from there, setting the bar as we're working with, can I make a 10/10 every turn? I love Big Dumb Idiots. You have ramp. So playing Big Dumb Idiot's not really a problem for you. There are a few Big Dumb Idiots I love more than Valgavoth. He's very difficult to remove. He hits very hard, and he hits very hard with lifelink. So if we're talking about a grindy game where you're able to keep your opponent's best creatures or best permanents off the board, and you stick something that's going to give you an 18 life swing every turn, very inevitable. Now, he is very expensive. And that is, again, why it helps that he's very, very hard to remove. So I'm not going to say he's good. He's not a control deck all-star. But I love him. And if you like hitting people with 10/10s, he's almost all the way there. So to start dipping our toes into cards that would actually make you win. Ugh, hate it. I think we're looking at Azor's Elocutors. Elocutors. Oh, at the end, okay. So this is a creature. We get a counter on it on our upkeep. If it has 5 or more on it, we win. If damage is dealt to us, we take a counter off. So this is going to be really highly dependent on the flavor of control you are. You talk in your primer about, I'm willing to take hits in the early game to turn my ramp on. The big thing for Azor's Elocutors is once you have your deck turned on, are you taking more hits? Because if you're able to stop hits, this is great. Gives a hard 5-turn clock. If you have to flicker it to protect it, you can still save it, but it will reset the clock. There's plenty of like one-off proliferate spells that could go into the deck to support this. I think it's very cute. I think it's very acceptable for bracket 2. And I think if it's well into the context of a control game plan, it's really just an issue of like, are you hard stopping people from hitting you, or are you going, well, hey, I have a 7/7 lifelinking Death Toucher. I'll let you swing 3 1/1s at me, and 2 of them will get through, and then I'll just gain the life back on the next turn. Because if you're doing that, hey, we're never going to have any counters on this fucking guy. The next permanent type that I think we're sleeping on a bit is the Planeswalker. Planeswalkers are like the OG. If you let me stay alive for 4 turns, I fucking get you, bro. So I'd really recommend looking at those. Let's do type, Planeswalker, Commander. I think it's like Glint-Eye or something. I don't even know if they have that in Scryfall. Holy shit, they do. But I think I got it blue-green. Oh, black-green, red, black. Fuck. So it's not Glint-Eye. All right. It's green, black, blue, white. So what could we do that would win us the game piecemeal? We could... I mean, listen, you might be picking up most of your wins via scoop if you do this, but this would set everybody down to, I have one land, I have one creature, one artifact, one enchantment, etc., etc. If you aren't the winner from setting everybody down to one land, I don't know what's going to get you there. Depending on your personal pod, they might go like, land destruction, why couldn't you just win the game? I think this is fine. I think this is the epitome of like, hey, I ulted this, you should scoop. But if your playgroup doesn't like that, we can keep going. You could Ugin. I've only seen this man resolved in a Vorinclex shell where they can double him to ult him immediately. This is another really expensive guy, which does kind of hurt, but if you, get your commander down, turn after you get this guy down, 2-turn clock till you can -10. At the point you can -10, you, again, probably just like value vomit so much stuff that you win. But let's try to find some that are like, no, I'm winning. Destroy all non-zombies, that won't do it. Make people sack a bunch of stuff. Jace Mind Sculptor's pretty funny. Jace Mind Sculptor's pretty fucking funny. You could stack Garruk emblems. That would do something. Oh, I love Vraska, actually. I've actually used this Planeswalker in one of my own decks, and it was very, very fun, and I did win using this emblem. So comes in at 4, can come in early enough, has utility attached to it, has removal attached to it. I don't know if your Flicker can hit Planeswalkers, but if you can Flicker your Planeswalkers, it's like, I'll play her -3, reset her to 4, phenomenal. And then at -9, which is what, 3 turns, so the 4th turn after we play her, we get an emblem with, if I hit you, you die. That's very inevitable. Very inevitable. I think slots in well to the control game plan. And then this one is similar to that first Liliana we looked at, where reasonably people should scoop. This is not proactively winning you the game. It's that you are denying them so much value that any reasonable adult should just fucking scoop. But the ult we're looking at here is on the 5th turn after you play Teferi, you get an emblem that says when you draw a card, exile any permanent they control. So you can get rid of all of their lands, you can get rid of their last 2 creatures and then hit them with your commander. So this is another like, I'm going to stiffen the lock on you. We have 2 of those, which is Teferi and Liliana. We have Ugin, which is just, I would like to throw out everything in my deck and hope that's good enough. And then we have Vraska, which is our most direct. This says you're losing the game. It says it in a pretty fair way. Like you have to earn this shit. If people let you manually uptick her to 10 and then downtick her for the emblem, and then you hit somebody with Atraxa and it's lethal, I'm trying to sympathize with the person who's gonna be like, that's not fair. And they need a wellness check, dog. So what can we do? We've talked about a creature. We've talked about a planeswalker. We've talked about another creature with Azor's Elocutors. I thought that was an enchantment, low-key, when I first recommended it. Another thing you could do that one of my friends has done, and I don't think you should actually do it. I just want to put the brain poison on you. Come on, Scryfall. I believe in you. I believe in you, Scryfall. I love you, Scryfall. Please. Don't do this to me, Scryfall. We talked. I'm gonna do the dishes more. Come on, Scryfall. Okay, we're going together. They make their lowercase i's and lowercase l's look the same. We're going back to Scryfall. Holy shit, my god. That is offensive. So what else could we do? Do we have enchantments that are going to be inevitable I win the game things? If you're putting counters on stuff, there is that Simic Ascendancy one. Okay, this is the brain poison. I have a friend who made an Atraxa deck that was meant to be a Millennium Calendar Secret Commander like combo deck. They had to do a bunch of untappy shenanigans to double Millennium Calendar multiple times. Let's do the math really quick. Because if we got Millennium Calendar out, let's say you untap 8, you untap 8 things, you double it to 16, you have no shenanigans. We go to our next turn, you go to 24, you double it to 48. I'm trying to see if it just works with the like turn 10ish clock we're talking about. You go to 56, maybe 57. We're playing like additional lands and we're tapping out every time. We double to 100. So that's the third time we have to double it. The time after that, we would double it to like 200 something. The fourth time we have to double it. Then we have to double it to 400 something. So it's about 6 doubles to get to 1,000, at which point we kill everybody. I kind of think that fits. And that's with doing nothing to help it fit. That's with doing no type of like, not even permanent vomiting. This is just like I'm tapping our lands and mana dorks every turn. We don't have to have ways to untap it extra times. We don't have to have ways to like double the counters being put on. We don't have to double the double trigger. And it's just a clean, hey, 6 turns from now, I win. I get you. And if you want to do more to support it, you can. That covers artifact. What can we do in enchantment territory? I really can't. I can't think of any great ones. Like I can think of like exquisite blood or something. Wrong one even. This is just life gain. Because even outside of the infinite, bitch, who? This one. There we go. Because even outside of the infinite, we have a 7/7 commander with lifelink. I hit you for 7, I gain 7, I hit you for 7 again. There's a little bit more of the inevitability there. I'm so sorry to do the 6/7 movement. It's just it's in my brain chemistry now. All right, so we have a good beater. We have Azor's Elocutors. We have those like 4 planeswalkers that all do different things. We have Millennium Calendar. And we have Sanguine Bond as a really, really shitty enchantment. I don't think there's any battles that we want. I don't think there are any battles that are going to give you the type of inevitability you're looking for. Depending on... Now, maybe the most letter downer part of any of this is that very few of these are blinkable. You cannot blink these to victory. These are all like just... I have achieved a control player's dream of soft locking the table. I have the table in a full Nelson. All of these are going to work for that. So what could we do? What can we do that's going to play better with the blink shenanigans? I don't think you have the devotion to black for this. Yeah, 12 out of 93 mana symbols are black. Yeah, not really. Let's just do when this creature enters. Actually, when this enters. Because we don't even need it to be a creature. We want some type of permanent we can maybe flicker to be our game winner. And we would like Scryfall to work a little bit one day, please. Okay. I mean, certainly Avenger of Zendikar would do it, but we already know that. Just, oh god, Portal to Phyrexia would kind of do it. Coveted Jewel's kind of funny. This shit's kind of funny, bro. Think about it. Think about dangling your family jewel at them. Right? When we've got the control lock handled, and it's like, oh yeah, come get it, bro. Come on. It's an actively bad card to put in the deck. Because if anybody ever takes it, right, they basically break out of the control lock right away. So we shouldn't do it. It's just my inner child really wants you to do it. Because if you flicker this, oh my god, 3 mana every time, 3 cards every time. It's so good. I mean, shit. Ulamog the Defiler will do it, but again, we're looking for... I'm looking for something with a little more razzmatazz than just, you know... I'm hitting you. I'm hitting you so hard. Die. Oh, fuck. They'll hate you forever. They'll hate you forever, but this does fall into creature-based inevitable win con, and it actually works with the flicker, because we flicker him, you just get a new thing forever. You can take their lands, it's going to give you a card draw engine to draw into your other win cons. I would say this over the Black Valgavoth any day of the week for this. I can't believe I forgot about that guy. Astral Dragon is another pretty solid, like pretty solid inevitability type thing, particularly if you have any non-creature permanents that are like ETB kill a guy. I'm thinking of like the Grasp of Fates, those, all the white stuff that is in the enchantment that says like, come in, you exile something under me. But this can ramp you, it can give you a flying army, it can double dose your removal, it can take somebody else's good permanent. I think this is very, very good for Blink, very, very good as an inevitable win con for a Blink control deck. Also has the potential to, depending on how many non-creature support permanents you have, which is actually not that many, so maybe it wouldn't go that crazy in here. Hey, you could pay 30 life and have 3 Phyrexian processors. Phenomenal. You could make 1 million. Okay, maybe you can't use this that well. Yeah, you actually can't use Astral Dragon that well, but it would make you a ton of lands that are also dragons. And then... and at this point, we're starting to verge on, like, too many ads, so I'm not going to try to do too many more. Do not do Frank Horgan. Do not. He's a beautiful, beautiful boy. Do not play him. I don't think Thunderhawk really does enough. I'm not loving any of these. Let me see if there's specifically any enchantments that we can flicker to do something fun with, because I think we've covered all the other bases. These just enter to make us the monarch. We don't want to deck ourselves. Could draw 4. I don't think we have enough demons to make Liliana's contract work, but if you had, yeah, Phyrexian Angel, that makes a minion. Yeah, we have like no demons that we're working with. So I don't think Liliana's Contract is it. Yeah, I don't love any of these. All right, so I think we're probably gonna strike out on finding a fun, inevitable, and flickerable enchantment, but I think we've covered every other type. For creatures, we have Agent of Treachery, we have Grey Merchant of Asphodel if you change the entire deck, and we have Azor's Elocutors if you are truly able to stop people from hitting you. For artifacts, we have Millennium Calendar. I think Millennium Calendar is the best you're going to do here. The closest thing, or the closest follow-up is actually going to be Gabble of the Righteous, which is a really, really bad equipment, but gets a charge counter at the beginning of each of your combats and can give a bunch of +1/+1s and double strike. So eventually we can put this on our commander and we'll gain a bunch of life and Voltron kill people pretty quickly. And it's another one of these like blocks that's just ticking up, ticking up, ticking up, ticking up. So that or Millennium Calendar. And then I think Planeswalkers are where you're going to make a lot of your money. You should keep looking at basically any Planeswalker with an alt is worth considering, because Planeswalker alts are normally this like, I have won the game now, you just don't quite know it yet. So keep looking through applicable Planeswalkers, but I think the 4 I went over are going to be the best ones. And then for turning on Fabro Elder and Bloom Tender, I think 90% of the tricks you could do that I could tell you or somebody else could tell you for like, oh, this will make Bloom Tender tap for more sooner. It's not going to be as worthwhile as it is to just keep like turbo ramping. Like if you still have, you know, I have 1-drop ramp, I have 3-drop ramp, I'm making a lot of lands, making a lot of mana. Going out of your way to try to make Bloom Tender 1 pip more earlier is mostly not worth it, with the exception of that one fucking ley line. This one, baby, you're gonna have a lot of green, so maybe you're color stuck. You can't, oh wait, no, it's fucking, what am I talking about? I don't know why it was like, yeah, non-5 color decks can play this. You're fucked, dude. I was thinking about just hitting stop recording there. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll try to think of one genuine thing we can do here. No, I don't think so. Ignis Scientia is crazy, though. Holy shit. That's cute, for sure. Yeah, I do not have anything fun in my bag of tricks for how you would turbo activate Fabro Elder or the Bloom Tender. I think your ramp section's probably okay as it is, particularly for bracket 2. When it comes to well, okay, how do I find space for all these win conditions that Maul is suggesting? What could we find space for? Probably Shadow of the Second Sun. This one disturbs me for reasons I can't quite put my fingers on. We probably shouldn't cut any of the blink. I would probably go to whatever your current ETB value section is, and I would trade out your lowest performers for these. So maybe the 6-mana counterspell. I don't want to point any fingers, name any names, but if I was going to try to figure out which ETB effect was doing the least for me, it might be the 6-mana counterspell. But you do get a really big Welk. And you get to say I'm draining you, which is very funny. This guy seems a bit too specific with exploit. You can probably go down 1 or 2 lands. Also, I do not love Farseeker Nature's Lore. I think for this deck, you would rather do more things like Kodama's Reach, or you would even rather do like Sky Shroud Claims. But it depends on how many, or I would rather have them be 1 mana ramp to get to that 3 mana ramp section sooner. I really don't believe in 2 mana ramp, or because Bloom Tender's 2 mana. I really don't believe in spend 2 mana, get 1 mana in a deck that wants to make more than 4 mana. If you only need to make like 4 mana, 5 mana, fixing's really important, but once you have 4 or 5, you're good. Then I'm all right with these. For the most part, you definitely have a big enough card pool to cram this full of 1 mana ramp if you want, or 3 mana ramp, but our mana needs are so high, I really don't like spending 1 mana to get 1 mana unless it's on turn 1, to put it more simply. Greedy boy, by the way. I'd say Honest Rutstein is probably cuttable. So Rutstein, Overcharged Amalgam. Oh, yeah, you definitely keep Archaeomancer. I could even see you cutting Beza for maybe one of these really good Planeswalkers, but only for like the Vraska Planeswalker, if anything. Beza is a very good flicker piece, and I'm definitely just trying to be a Manic Pixie Dream deck builder by getting you to cut it. Either way, you don't have to make very many cuts. Definitely don't bring in every alternate win condition I talked about. You guys let me know in the comments if there are any other good control, blink, win conditions I have missed. I hope you enjoyed.